and welcome back. Just like that, we are boiling down to a final segment for the morning. It is Hump Day, by the way, and welcome back to Open Your Eyes. Now, Brothers Habet Ltd. tips for Christmas painting. Everybody paint up the place at Christmas. And we've got the folks in to tell us all about it. As a matter of fact, Carlo Habet is in with us. He's a manager of Brothers Habet. And also Cynthia Yates. I like that surname. And she's a supervisor of the paint department. Guys, good morning and welcome.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, I don't mind. No breakfast. Yeah.
Thank you for having us. Yes, it's a pleasure, and thanks for the invite. We have a lot to share, and well, I brought Cynthia because she's our paint specialist, our longest tenured actually. She knows what's going on. So I'm just gonna be here like as a glorified like Vanna White type. I'm gonna hold up the stuff.
You found your purpose in life.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, right. Cynthia's the brains, and I'm the hands.
What you can start off with is telling us about what kind of deals people can get for paint.
Yeah.
And when?
Okay. Well, first of all, right now because it's Christmas, all our brands are 15% off. Ooh. Right. So that's our typical promotion. So that's Berger, Dutch Boy, Domestic, and Penta. Oil and emulsion. So it's everything, interior, exterior. But also we have some great specials too on some what we would call like slightly damaged, or like mixed paint.
Okay, like the dented cans kind of thing.
Yeah, and stuff that we've like mixed for people that they didn't want, but they're still good colors.
Yeah. Of course.
We have those up to 60% off right now too.
Ooh,
So
60% off.
Yeah,
wow.
and
so maybe they mix the right color for you.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So if you have some time, you can kind of go through them and find out the right color, and that's some real good savings. And then we have actually great deals too, even on some wood finishes like Berger, which is 50% off as well. Some clearance stock.
So if you want to varnish.
Yeah, exactly, or stain, seal, all of these things. Yeah, and then we have in general, we have a lot of deals this month too. We have like 15% off tiles. We have 15% off power tools. Some of them we have discontinued for 40% off.
What?
Yeah, we have a huge clearance section too that's 30 to 60% off. So
oh wow.
Yeah, so people really need to come in and
shopping.
Yeah, come in and save. You know what I mean? So like we have $10 growth and thin set. So you can take those tiles 15% off and go buy some $10 growth and thin set.
Yeah.
You can finish your floor, your wall, your bathroom, whatever you want to do.
In no time, for less.
Yes, for a lot less. Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Now, you know, when is usually the busiest time where people go in and get their paint? Cynthia?
Well,
people last minute?
No, it starts from actually beginning of November. People we get a little crowd coming in to do their painting, no?
Yeah. What's the in color right now? What are people looking for when it comes to paint?
Well, they're still looking at the 50 Shades of Grey. And yes, they're still gray. Gray is the in thing, but now with Pinterest and you can mix and match different colors.
Yeah.
Wow.
The trend tends to be accented a wall and go with all different colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what.
We know that a lot of people do their own painting for themselves. And so when they come in and they ask you to help with a paint or one of the associates there, what are some of the questions that you ask them to guide them through their selection?
Yeah.
Okay, first we have to know what are they painting.
Okay.
What type of wall?
So if I'm painting John, what do you recommend?
What are you gonna do with me?
I will prime you first.
Oh, good one.
Yes.
But you know, when you prime, you got good finish.
Yeah, when you prime, you get an excellent finish.
You like it's so rough, and then you have to put the prime on.
Yes.
It will last for sure.
Yeah. Good one. All right. So we start with primer.
Yes, primer help you to get an even coat and help one paint to adhere to the other one.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you're doing exterior, you want to nice up the spot for the exterior. What's the recommended here?
Well, everything is preparation.
Yeah.
First, you got to clean down the outside from the dust and different things.
Yeah.
Then if you have any paint that is lifting or anything, we recommend that you take that off and then you prime that area and you continue to paint with its oil paint. And you want to do emulsion, then you need a primer to change from oil to emulsion. And if it's water paint or emulsion paint, and you need to go to oil, the same is recommended. You use a primer between coats.
This lady know what you're talking. So what would be the best recommended brand for that if you want to make sure that it lasts?
Well, we have some top brands like Dutch Boy, Penta, Berger. All of them are very good paints and domestic. But It depends on your budget.
All right, so I'm going to paint my. You have to do the pose. If I'm going to do my living room over because it's Christmas and I want it to look fresh. All right. So most likely indoors. What kind of paint are we going to use?
Well,
What do people go for?
what type of surface do you have?
I don't know. What do you call it?
Either cement or Plysim.
Okay, Plysim. Yeah.
Yeah, Plysim is very poor, so we recommend you use a primer first.
Okay.
Yes, and then you can go over any of the emulsion paint,
Okay.
whether you want a glass finish or flat finish.
Okay.
Okay.
So you said something important. It's porous, which means that if you put the primer, you're not going to use as much paint either.
Yes, that's what the
Yeah.
primer does.
Cool.
Yeah.
It helps to make paint does not suck through the.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'll
Alright.
keep on going back for more
Yes.
and more.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially if you're painting a sheet of fresh hardboard.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
It's going to suck in all that
Yes,
paint
it goes to suck in the paint.
like a sponge. So why, when people come and they say, okay, I don't know which one I want. I don't know if I want flat, if I want matte, if I want gloss. How do you help them decide?
Well, I show them how the different sheens look.
Okay.
We have
so do we have something here that we could use?
Yeah.
We
Yes.
have like the charts
The
actually.
swap.
Well, yeah,
but if you
you
wanna show
choose
the-
your color,
Uh-huh.
and we show you how it looks like in different sheen.
Okay.
For example, we have a low sheen from Berger that give you a nice low glow,
Okay.
just not a high gloss. We have a satin from also from Berger
Okay.
that give you a smooth, slick look
Yeah.
without
Okay.
without the sheen or without
So it's not
looking flat.
shiny,
Yeah.
it's just
No, it's just easy
Soft.
to clean, soft, and
Nice.
okay.
All right.
And people still use oil as well?
people still use oil as well. If you have a wooden house, you will like to use oil because oil protect it more against termites
termite, yeah.
and different
Definitely.
wood boring insect. No.
So what about having kids? You got picnic.
Yeah.
I got two and
Yeah.
I just painted
Walls
at
that
the
are
end.
easy
Walls
to
scratch up,
clean.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why we have the lower sheen emulsion, and we have the satin. We have Everglow satin. We also have high glass in Dutch
You want-
white.
yeah, there you go, Carlo. Man.
Carlo,
Sorry.
maybe
Yeah.
this isn't your calling
Yes.
in life.
Yes, and we for that you can wipe it off easily
Okay.
Yeah.
with a wet
Oh.
rag or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
So, again, we can go from low sheen to satin to oil,
High sheen. We
high
have
sheen, matte.
yes.
Gloss.
We have all of
Gloss.
those sheen
Yeah.
available in water-based paint as well.
Okay.
You don't have to use an oil base to get a high sheen.
So if you have a mahogany,
I would never know which one to pick. So that over there, that's what?
That look like a semi-gloss.
which one? The blue?
That isn't high
Yeah.
sheen? Okay.
No, that's not a high sheen.
I
That look like a
don't know. And
semi-gloss.
This?
Be close. Look at
That
it.
look matte.
Yeah.
Matte, okay.
She know what it happens.
All right.
And wait.
Well,
wait.
there's a red there, but it's
Yeah,
covered, so I
it's
can't ask
covered.
you that one.
So one of the things that we noticed, like everybody is trying to, especially for your kitchen cabinet, you want that mahogany finish, but at the same time you don't want that probably a kilo of mosquito and then steam. What would you recommend for that kind of finish that you could always wipe off because it's actually wood finish mahogany? What would you recommend?
You just use a clear varnish on top. We have varnish in different brands. We have Minwax, we have Penta, Berger.
We have men wax.
Yeah, Minwax.
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 I was like, what?
Yeah, Minwax.
Oh no, I'm out of my
Yes.
element here.
Minwax.
Minwax.
Yeah,
Not men
yes.
wax, okay.
Minwax. Yes. You put a coat of Minwax varnish on it, and you can just wipe it off with a wet cloth.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, that's nice then. That's nice.
Yeah,
And
we have
there-
other brands like she mentioned as well too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
We just couldn't fit everything on the table. There's more in the back there, guys. By the way.
Come get it, it's free.
All right. Then
But
we have,
then there are
yeah.
accessories and all
Yes,
the fun
yeah.
stuff that you need, right?
Yeah.
So we got.
So what do we
got
start
some,
with?
So what? Sustainable
filler.
wood fillers. Yeah. What are
Yeah.
these for?
What is
What? Yeah.
Yes, if you have a hole probably on your cabinet, or you take off a picture of the wall,
Yeah.
especially in wood, and you need to fill up that area, you don't want to put nothing else
Yeah.
back there, then
that.
you fill it with that and before you paint. You sand it a little bit off, sand off the excess, and then you paint.
A lot of people gonna say, "Ooh, I never know." So we know now.
Yeah, what
We have wood
else?
filler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
This is a cup.
cup for the caulking.
Yeah. So like sometimes you don't want to use the whole thing, and
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
which is
Because
nice.
you don't want it to waste.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most times you don't use the whole tube, so it's nice. Yeah.
And,
one of the things that we
and
noticed.
these are
Those are what, the fillers?
Well, these are more silicone, yes, exactly.
Okay.
For, I guess, like sealing like edges and stuff like that. You know, if you're doing like a wall that has to connect to something else, you need like a little sealant between them, things like that. So I actually, I think Cynthia did a good job of kind of bringing out all of the related things that you might not think of immediately when you think about painting, but all of these things do come into play. And we brought like even like little mini roller, if you notice. If you have,
right here. There's a mini roller. There's a mini roller here.
So this is
you have like little corners.
This is
and little
basically
areas.
like this, but this one is used for masonry walls and probably ply same.
Okay. So you wouldn't use the wood one, you'd go for this one.
Yeah.
All right,
I guess it's just the way that it is, so you can squeeze it. You don't need to have the gun, which is just more consumer kind of friendly. Yeah.
right into the hole that you left behind from the frame that was up.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that.
What is this como se digo?
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, what is that?
That is an edger. When you have your molding and you don't want to glue, you don't want to touch your molding when you're painting, you go right along the edge, smoothly around the edge until you reach where you're going. It has two pads inside.
So actually you put this in the paint and then you just
Yes, you just
glide it across. And it gives you a smooth line, smooth finish.
Yes, it's
So
like
you get the little brush strokes on your molding.
Which okay,
That's
here you
all
go. Yeah, show that.
My Vanna hands.
And at the same time you've got the tape that you
got the tape.
All right, so this
the waterproof blue tape.
Okay.
So the paint won't seep under it. And you'll have a nice smooth line.
All right. So
I want to paint with these. That's what I want to do.
That is painter's mitt. That is for when you're doing like around a burglar bar door, around a little post, the railings, all those spindles. Your hand cannot fit behind there with a paintbrush. You slide it, you put on the mitt and you glide it right down. Tell you.
Put paint on it and then you glide it down?
You put paint on your hand and then
you just pull down.
On
Painting
the
is fun.
Hey.
Right.
You're going to model the mitt. I would use it on a wall.
And then afterwards, when you're really like on a cold December nights, you could slightly drink a hot cocoa with it.
And you know,
the fire, you know.
and you know the fumes will really be helpful in putting you to bed, right?
So when you dry,
There you go.
We also have some spray paints here. That's what we're seeing, or what are those?
Yes, it's spray paints, and we have a kind of a variety. We have different brands for different applications. Well, this one is Rust-Oleum, as
I
you
was
know,
going to
for like
say,
appliances.
this one is, what is this? Go ahead.
Yeah, so this
Well, during the Christmas, many people are freshening up their appliance as well. So this is appliance epoxy spray paint. Yes.
Yeah. So there's a specialty. I think what happens is that people need for certain applications that are popular, and so they start to kind of like target and brand them in that sense. So like for this, I mean, and this works because I actually bought one just like this for an appliance. I was like, what? It says appliance on it. Okay, so
But what do
makes
you
it
do?
easier.
It just stops it from rusting?
Yeah,
Refresh
pretty
your
much.
appliance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it refreshes. Okay.
Yeah.
For your
Well, yes,
refrigerator,
yeah.
washing machine,
Oh.
and your microwave, you refresh.
All right.
You look fresh in the house. Yeah.
Just quickly touch up like on the edge or something. you know?
Yeah. And
That's
if you,
nice.
sometimes they scratch it, your kids again. Right? We always blame the
Tell
kids.
me
They
about
did
it.
everything.
It bothers you when they're knocking the spoon against the fridge.
And then when they become a world-class musician later on, they'll say, you didn't help.
You know, I didn't say I moved. I didn't move them. But what about mixing up and match? Let's talk about that at Habet.
Well, I'll just quickly do a little intro and then I'll let Cynthia take it over. But we really have like thousands of colors between our 4 brands that you can mix. I mean, thousands and thousands. I mean, tens of thousands. So
Colors.
Yeah. So really, the sky's the limit. I really think that it's what's in your head. Because the thing is, some people, if they don't see an exact match in one brand, they can go to another brand and then they find. I mean, people have really not found exactly the type that they want. Like even those brands that we told you about. Sorry, the cans that are outside that have been mixed, but the left, usually it's because people are not really ready for what they saw there. And then when they see it on a bigger scale, they say, oh, I didn't want that. And I was like, well, that's kind of how it looks, because it looks a little different when it's on a small square than when it's on your wall, exactly.
Yeah, excellent.
So Cynthia, I guess, can probably talk to you a bit more to that one.
We have some swatches that we use so that you can match your color. People bring pillowcase, they bring cushions, anything that they need to spice up
color,
you know, so you could choose from a variety of color. If you don't find it in one brand as color, so you can find it in another. We have in the Penta, we have lots of different colors. You can choose your 50 shades of gray, you could choose your greens, you know. We have them, and we also have them in, you can also get them, as I say, in flat, semi-gloss, satin.
Yeah. Wow.
You know?
All right. So the sky is the limit indeed.
Yes.
The sky is the
Yeah.
limit.
Yeah.
And
It's only your
then-
imagination that limits you.
I know. I know.
Hatching compound, which you use to.
So that's kind of similar as to what we were showing you with the
Oh.
silicone, but again, it'll be more of like a ply-sim or like a sheetrock application,
Yeah.
whereby sometimes you have to join, or sometimes you have to maybe like there's maybe like a little spot you have to cut out and add another piece, and you want to smooth
Yeah.
it over before you paint it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Tape, painting tape.
Yes, yes. So that's specialized. It seals well. It's easy to pull off as well.
Yeah. One of the
And I
things that-
did say that we're painting John, so I decided on
Okay.
this fluorescent color,
Yeah.
which will be applied evenly to the top of your head.
Remember, you have to do the what? What you do first?
You have
The
to prime.
prime. You do need some primer. But you have spray paints as well.
We have
Not for
spray
hair,
paints.
but for
We have
walls.
spray paints as well in different
Yeah.
colors and
Yeah.
for different uses.
Yeah, we have a ton.
This
actually.
one catches my eye simply because of how it's packaged. What's going on with this one?
That's a
Yeah.
special paint. We get it in, we have a yellow base and a red base. We have it in matte and semi-gloss. It will do a nice wall like this. You only have to go over once.
Just one.
Yeah, a nice bright orange, a nice red. Yes, that's what we
So this is the
used for.
quality paint.
That is quality paint. You go over it only one time, and it's on sale. It's actually half price.
Yeah, we're clearing
What?
this out actually. So what it
It's
is that-
dimension
yeah.
to highlight like one wall, just like this. I did a range similar to this just this weekend, and it came out beautiful.
Really?
And they said they wanted the open your eyes wall through when they come for the orange.
Yeah, no, they even
Good
call it
one.
a smart wall. My kids call it a smart wall.
Yeah. My wife's a focus wall. You know this. So everything else is that color. That one is a different color.
Yeah.
So this is good for
Yeah.
that. All right. Excellent.
So that's on discount for how much?
50% off actually. So the thing is that this is really it's a very creative I would say sub brand, but I guess people weren't really ready for it when we brought it out some years ago, and so we're just kind of clearing it out now. But what you can do with this too, some of them you can do like texturing and things like that as well.
Okay. Okay.
Right, yeah.
All right. Well, nice.
And so this one is 50% off. The
and
rest
that's
you said are
touchable, yeah.
15% off.
15, yeah, these are 15. And then, like I said, we do have like Berger varnishes 50% off, some domestic varnishes 50% off. And we have a lot of those pre-mixed paints that are 60% off.
Yeah. Wow. All right. All right. Well.
And you can also get this contraption for what you need it for the copy.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Clearly, I spent a lot of time painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rollers.
And we also
What's
have
your
a-
best advice? Do you use rollers, brushes?
At what point do you use those?
if I
Yeah.
walked into your store, I'd just get a bunch of these and like.
Swipe.
Yeah.
Well, depends on your need. Like I said, this one is for the burglar bars and
Yeah.
the rail and thing.
Yeah.
If you're painting a wall, a big wall, we recommend you use a paint roller and a paintbrush for the edges
Okay.
to line up the edges and things.
Look how
Or
nice.
this
So it
one,
depends on your
this
need.
fancy one, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like
Could be used
molding.
for your
Yeah.
edges too,
For the
yeah.
edges
Yeah.
that you don't touch your molding,
Yeah.
a guider.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of really nice brushes. Actually, we have a range of brushes in prices, but yes, this is one of
This
the
is
better
our cut
ones.
brush,
Yeah, yeah.
Right in the corner, you go all around.
I said a smile, you know. I said a smile. Yeah. Excellent, though.
All right, and clearly Cynthia is full of tips to help anybody, even if it's their first time painting the walls.
Even
Yes.
if it's first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cynthia's available to all of the customers
Yeah.
actually, and she does this on a daily basis to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So really, without her, a lot of people would be lost.
Yeah.
I have to really thank Cynthia as well for giving that advice. People often want that extra advice; they want the experience.
Yeah.
Of
Honestly,
course. Of course.
you know.
And you're uncertain too. Do you ever just tell somebody, no, don't get that color? Like they
Yes,
come with
we
like a
do.
crazy color, you're like, you know, that really
Well-
isn't gonna look good.
Well, I always tell them visualize what you have as your accessories, your furniture, whatever, you know, and see if you can live with that color.
Yeah.
When you want to wake up and see that every morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Well, this was excellent. We know exactly what we could go for now. We know about all the steel Ds that you've got. You mentioned 15% off on some of the things that we're seeing here.
Yeah.
And, continue on.
Well, we had
just really
tiles, power tools as well. We have the $10 growth and tin set. We have the $40% off, sorry, on discontinued power tools, and these are perfectly good power tools. Just that those models are discontinued, so
Yeah.
40% off those. That's actually a great deal. Clearance stuff, we have 30 to 60%, and that's like lights, tools, paint. We have some more power tools. it's a lot of stuff, Cynthia. I mean, she knows. I mean, we had it out for a while, but it's kind of diminished because people kind of came to the yard sale and kind of took a lot of it. But we still have nice light fixtures left, LED lights, things like that people can just pick up, and they're cheap. You know, you can just grab it, have it at home, because honestly, LEDs save you a lot on your light bill as well. You know, things like that.
All right.
All right, and Cynthia, we can't let you leave without you telling us, you know, the top 3 tips. I'm sure you've seen a lot of mistakes. People come in and have to fix all those mistakes. What must we do when we are venturing to do our Christmas painting?
First of all, we have to know what type of paint to use. We have to know, and we have to clean our surface first. Surface preparation is a must.
Yeah.
You know?
So you mean you have to wash those walls?
No, we don't have. We're wipe it. If it's interior, then it's just as simple as wiping your wall from the grease, the dirt, and different things. Yeah, you know, to let the paint hold better, you have to prepare the surface.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And primer.
Primer. Priming the surface to change from one color to the next is very important, especially if you have a dark color and you want to put a light color on top.
Prime
you need
first.
to prime. Yes, you'll see the background color between your paints.
A trick though, like if you have a wall for the first time, you can actually use the same paint as a primer. You just go over with one quick hand first, let it dry, then you come back over again with your final coat. Because a lot of people, what they want to just continue going, and then the wall just kind of sucks up that paint, and so it never really dries the way you want it to. So you drop one thin coat, let that dry, come back, and you're perfect.
Yeah, some color require multiple coats. A paint to look uniform.
Now you know. All right. And in case we didn't get your question answered, go on by Habet and you can ask Cynthia whatever you need to know. She has all the experience and she can guide you through this process. And there's some great deals available for you to pick up the paint that you want. If you're going to be like everybody else, you could go 50 Shades of Grey, but you can venture into anything else that your heart desires. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you for the tips.
Thank you for having us.
We're going to go ahead and take the final break now. And when we come back, we'll have our wrap up. So stay tuned.